7 reasons why being a foreigner in Japan is a living hell. Japan's population is on the decline, but the land of the rising sun is still not too keen on welcoming outsiders. About 1.5 to 2.5 million migrants call Japan home. They comprise just 1 to 2% of the population, and they get treated like they're from another planet. 1. The Japanese think Europeans stink. Bataksai means stinking of butter in Japanese. Back in the day, it was used to describe Europeans. The Japanese and Chinese didn't have a taste for dairy products. The smell of cheese and butter, which Europeans loved, was a big turnoff. This term is still used in modern Japan. It's an insult for overly Western things. 2. Japanese children often stare at foreigners. The Japanese are generally polite, but some foreigners get stared at. Kids laugh as they walk by. One American writer told a story. Giggling girls mocked him on the train. They thought he did not know Japanese. They said he was pink and hairy. Other awkward moments happen too. Sometimes Japanese leave baths when foreigners come in. They may stand up. If a foreigner sits next to them, they may simply ignore a question in English. 3. Foreign tenants don't have it easy in Japan. They face countless rejections from inns and hotels. A 2008 survey found that 38% of inns didn't have foreign guests. 70% of the owners made it clear that foreigners weren't welcome. Another survey showed that 70% of landlords don't rent to foreigners. 4. Foreigners might be banned from some places. Some businesses post Japanese-only signs. One pachinko parlor sign says, "Japanese only. Caution, foreigners will be stopped." Another sign shows a fat Statue of Liberty. It tells people to report suspicious foreigners. 5. Foreigners will always be outsiders. Only a tiny fraction of the population is made up of foreigners. So Japanese people mostly interact with each other. Some automatically treat foreigners differently. Now, not all Japanese are like this, but they may come up to you, eager to learn English. Then they'll treat you like the designated foreigner friend. On the flip side, they might just be plain cold to you. They may appear nice and polite, but these interactions rarely go beyond the surface level. 6. Foreigners get put into boxes, and it can get pretty racist. Brazilians are unfairly labeled as loud and flashy. Vietnamese and Chinese people catch flack for not respecting Japanese culture. Vietnamese in Japan rarely fit in or intermarry. 7. Japan is still living in an era of paperwork. The Japanese take rules and paperwork seriously. Foreigners may come from more flexible systems, but in Japan, rules are rules. The Japanese pay attention to every little detail. When you go out to eat, forget about customizing your meal. You might get a blank stare from a waiter. Banks demand tons of paperwork with strict formatting rules. If you mess up, you might have to rewrite everything. Despite having advanced technology, Japan still clings to paper money. Many places only take cash, including some tourist spots.